Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to write a high quality OKRs. So we saw the basics of OKRs earlier. Now that we are going to understand how to write a high quality OKRs, which is the first and foremost step in this operational life cycle of strategy execution, that is OKR planning, which starts with writing high quality OKRs, right? So if you look at this particular structure to start writing OKRs. So we discussed about this. What is an objective? Objective is an qualitative statement which articulates what you want to accomplish. Right here in this example, I have taken a sample where your objective is to improve your customer service, which is absolutely a qualitative statement, and it is an inspiring statement and focusing on one main goal, which is to improve customer service. Right. Now, how do you measure the success of this particular objective? That is done through the key results, the metrics that you are aiming to achieve. So here, if you look at this key result, increasing customer satisfaction score from 4.2 to 4.5, any value for that matter. Let's say increase customer satisfaction score from X to Y. This key result is going to tell me the success of this objective. So if I increase the customer satisfaction score from 4.2 to 4.5, that is when I can proudly say that I have improved the customer service. So how are you going to make this happen? This is not in your control. Increasing customer satisfaction score is not in your control. Your customers will have to rate you better. So in order for your customers to rate you better, you are going to do better services within your organization to increase the customer satisfaction score. These are the things that is in your control. So these are the things that you are going to do to achieve your business success. So we will break this down into two different things. First, we will understand how to write objectives. Then we will understand how to write key results with few examples for making our understanding even better. Okay. So here we go. So now the first step is to approach your objectives. So how do you approach your objectives? How do you want to get the right objectives? For example, if you are planning your OKRs for your organization, first and foremost thing that you will have to account is for the organizational strategies, which is nothing but or which is from your vision and mission statement of your organization, your strategic priorities for a specific period. In 2030, I want to be in this particular situation. In order for me to go there, I will have to do X, Y, Z things in this particular year. Those are the ones which you will have to account to start with, considering the strategic priorities. Once the strategic priorities are accounted, then you are going to think about the promises that you made to your external stakeholders. It can be your customers, it can be your investors or partners or any business shareholders, whatever, right? What are the promises that you made? You mentioned that you will expand your business to two other regions. You may have promised this to your shareholders. So you are going to account all those factors into play when you plan your OKRs for your company levels. Most importantly, when you're planning your OKRs, you are going to account all the functions within your organization. That is all the business unit in your organization. That is, if you're having a customer success department, if you're having a marketing department, definitely, and sales department, you will account all the considerations, all the departments of your organization to align or contribute towards your strategic priorities, which is the third most important thing. And finally, you are going to have some of the initiatives that you are going to take. For example, you are going to do digital transformation, you are going to upgrade to a different CRM tool, and all those things are your internal initiatives which you will account for. So remember very carefully, these are the four things that you will have to account when you consider your objectives at the higher level. First, strategies, which is through your corporate strategies, vision, mission statement, all those factors. Then consider all the promises that you made to your external stakeholders. Then think about all the functions, covering all the functions of your organization when you write your company level goals. And the last, the initiatives that you are going to take for your organization. So these are the four important things that you will consider when you write or when you approach for your objectives. Now, we saw this earlier Your objective is a qualitative statement which articulates what you want to accomplish. Then how are you going to measure the success of your objective is through key results. So we will see how to write or how to ideate for our key results. So as soon as the objective is created, the first and foremost thing that you will have to do is to write your a lagging indicator key result. Lagging indicator key result is the one which is going to measure the success of your objectives. In the previous example that we saw, I wanted to improve customer service. How am I going to measure the success of this particular objective? I said increasing customer satisfaction score from 4.2 to 4.5. So to that context, increasing customer satisfaction score from 4.2 to 4.5 is going to act as a lagging indicator because that is the one which is going to measure the success of your objective. And increasing customer satisfaction, you cannot measure that early. You will have to wait for the results which will come at the end of the year if you're planning for an annual objective. Now, how will you increase the customer satisfaction score? What are the activities that you will do so that your customers are satisfied with your services and they are rating you more, which are nothing but your lead indicators. Your lead indicators measures the early sign of success, right? You will try to do a faster delivery. You will try to provide better resolution to your customers. You will try to improve the first point of contact resolution. You will try to deliver all the goods on time in full. All those things will help you to help your customers to think that you are providing a better service and they will rate you more. So those are your lead indicators, which is going to measure the early sign of success, which is in your control. The lagging indicator is not in your control, whereas the leading indicator is in your control, right? So the first key result is always a lag indicator that measures the success of your objective, then followed up with the lead indicators that measures the progress of your objective, which is also can be measured as an early sign of success. Then making sure that you write your key result which adds value to your organization or to your customers. It has to be outcome driven. Most of the key results that you write should be outcome driven. It should add value to your organization or to your customers or to your investors, right? And finally, making sure that your key results are always measurable in nature so that you are able to measure the quantifiable metrics or quantifiable success of your objective. So these are the four factors that you are going to consider when you ideate for your key result. The first key result should be a lagging indicator key result. Number two, the leading indicator key result, which measures the progress of your objective. Then recommended to write most of your key results as an outcome driven because which is going to add value to your organization or to your customers, and make sure that your key results are measurable in nature. So we will see a couple of examples here to make our understanding even better. Okay, if you look at this example on the right hand side, top right hand side, I say my objective is to improve the product's user experience, right? And key result one says decrease the page loading time from 5 seconds to 2 seconds. And KR2 says that increase product adoption or usage rate from 80 to 90 percentage. So to this context of this objective, KR2 is going to act as the lagging indicator because this is the one which measures the success of this objective. In order for you to, in order for your customers to adapt your product or increase the usage rate of your product, you are going to solve all these problems like decrease the page loading time and solve other XUA, UX issues so that your customers use your product for a longer period of time. So here this page loading time decrease is going to act as a leading indicator because which is going to measure the progress of your objective, whereas the product adoption or usage rate is going to measure the success of your objective, which is improve our product user experience. Look at the one more example right on the bottom right hand side. They establish a wonderful employee wellness program. Human resource team, human resource department will have an objective like this, and they say that they wanted to reduce absenteeism due to sickness from 4 days to 1.5 days in every quarter, right? And 90% of the employees attend well-being activities. So if you look at this success of this objective, when people take less sick leave, that is going to measure the success of this objective. Hence, it is called as a lagging indicator. And in order for this to happen, HR team will have to do certain activities like this. Again, reducing absenteeism due to sickness is not in the HR department's control. But what is in their control? 90% of the employees attend at least 3 health and well-being activities is in their control. So this is the leading indicator and this is the lagging indicator. And a couple of other examples which talks about the outcome versus output, making your customers the brand ambassadors to drive volume, achieving 25% of a revenue driven through referrals is the outcome of this particular objective. It is adding value to your organization. In order for you to achieve this outcome, you will drive this output activities like this. And same way, making your website more intuitive for the users, addressing the UX issues causing users to leave the website is going to be an internal activity which will help you to make your customers spend more time on the landing page, which is eventually going to bring in more revenue, right? So which is the outcome, which is adding value to your organization. And more also, it is adding value to your customers because you are providing a better website to your customers. I hope this video really helps in making your understanding better on how to write high quality OKRs, and we will continue with a series of videos in the next important topics. Thank you very much.